All right, welcome to Sinbin Stream. Game 6 tonight of the Eastern Conference second round matchup between the Buffalo Sabres. They're in Montreal to take on the Canadiens. Montreal leads the series 3-2, looking to close it out at home. Let's get audio checks real quick. Make sure. Okay, we're good on Twitch. Let's check on YouTube real quick. All right, we're good on YouTube. Let's fix the chat on my tablet. All right, there we go. Yep, they're not start. It's hockey night in Canada, so that means the game start time is after 7:15. Oh well. I mean, there's no more double headers, so start times are going to be getting closer to 7:30 Central probably from now on. Probably sometime between 7:15 and 7:25 will be the start times from here on out. All right, Ricky, Buffalo wins this game. Buffalo Wednesday forces game 7. Let's hope so. Hit like and subscribe. Thanks, Ricky. Let's go Habs, Yin Yang says. Alex, rooting for the Canadiens. Hello. Hope we win, but I have a bad feeling about it. Well, it's been a good season, Bills Mafia. They can pull this one out. They've won in Montreal before, so yeah, I agree. Hopefully. If not, I guess we'll hockey will either be Monday and Wednesday or Tuesday and Wednesday next week. If the Canadiens win, or no, yeah. If the Canadiens win tonight, the Eastern finals start Tuesday and the West Wednesday. If the Sabres win game 7 Monday, Western finals Wednesday, Eastern finals Thursday. Thanks, Ricky. Randomosity on a Sunday morning. Welcome. Yep. Dan, what's up? Yeah. Well, how did this series go? I know Montreal was up 2-1, I think. And now 3-2. Gracie, hello. Go Sabres. Haven't seen warm-up, so not sure who is in net. All right, so the start time's probably like 8:17 Eastern, and I'm just behind a minute because I'm on over-the-air DVR. And via Wi-Fi, unfortunately. I need a direct line from my antenna in the attic to my TV, so there's less delay. Buffalo won game 4 to tie the series in Montreal. Oh, they're going to Lion. Yeah, that's interesting. I think yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Lion in that. All right, so Lion, as you see, he's 4-3, 2.25 goals against, 917 save percentage, and no shutouts. Yeah, Luukkonen had the first 2 of the playoffs against the Lightning, and then somewhere in there, played some more, but Dobich has gone the whole way. All 7 against the Lightning. All 5 so far against the Sabres. He's 7-5. 228 goals against. 914 save percentage. Yeah, no shutouts for either team, not just the goalies. Yeah, why don't we take a look at that right now that we're talking about it. Game 1 in Buffalo, 4-2 Buffalo. Game 2, Montreal 5-1. And then Montreal took the lead at home, 6-2. Then Buffalo won 3-2, so it was 2-2. And then that bizarre 6-3 game in Buffalo, and now we're back to Montreal. So the series is 1-1 in Montreal. In Buffalo, Montreal's actually won 2 of 3. Oof. I hear ya. But he's a good goalie. Just, I don't know. Wasn't ready for the playoffs. I'm not sure. All right, I think they're ready to do the anthems. Yeah, Robinson's bringing in the torch. Larry Robinson, 6-time Stanley Cup champion. Wasn't he a king too? And that name, hold on. That's who's bringing the puck in. Or, I'm sorry, the torch. And coach. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of a different Larry Robinson. Oh, he was a king. Not much. Not long. Montreal from 72-73 season when he was 21. So he must have won 2 cups. No, 1. Wait, how is he 6 times? Oh, in the 70s. And then one of those, 86 in Montreal. Then he had 3 years with the Kings before he hung him up at the age of 40. Wow. Yeah, so he was a king for 3 seasons. And a coach. Wait, where's the coach? Come on. Why does this website act like this? Coach of the Kings and the Devils. Oh, okay. He had a short return stint with the Devils. Maybe he was like, yeah, he won a cup as the Devils coach in 99-2000. Looks like maybe he was interim manager, coach too. All right. Hey, Kieran, thank you. Yep, thank you. 11 likes. Yep. 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 You too, Ricky. I am. Thank you. A little tired, but I'm all right. My son's JV baseball team won today. He had a double hit by pitch, and he struck out his first at bat. He was the designated hitter. And they won. Yeah, they won 5-4 on a walk-off, bases loaded single with nobody out. They were down 4-3, and they won 5-4. So that was a good day. All right, have we done? Maybe did we already do the anthems? I'm wondering. No, I don't think we've done the anthems yet. Yep. Tuck and TNT, or Tuck and Thompson, need to step it up in Game 6 if they have any hope of forcing a Game 7. They were pretty much missing in action in Game 5. Yeah, they're dragging this out. Come on. This is ridiculous. A sea of red jerseys and white towels. Red and, blue jerseys. Oh, geez Louise. Why does this have to... I mean, there's no chance this game's starting in 3 minutes. They haven't even started the anthems. I don't understand why we do a soccer chant. Well, Sin Bin Sun 1, who is not little anymore. He's in high school. But yeah. Don't know how Sinbin Sun 2's games went. All right. Finally, Anthem time. Jeez Louise. Oh, hold on. I forgot to mute. All right, let's start it over. I don't have the Canadian anthem. Sorry. It's not free. All right, there we go. It's odd that we've only had one Game 7, right, so far in the playoffs. Weren't there more last year, I feel like? I don't know. Yeah, there's no chance this game is starting in a minute 20. Did they even finish the... Yeah, Brave there. I don't think they can get the Canadian anthem in a minute. I don't want to get copywritten, so. Our Carino. Yeah, I got to get an actual flag out here, don't I? That would be the next step. I should. Yeah. Yeah, it was huge. They were going to play a doubleheader, but I think sometime this week they dropped it to a single game. It was pretty hot today. We hit 85 today. That's why no hoodie today. It's too warm. All right, as I suspected, there was no chance this game was going to get underway at 7:18 Central. All right, we finally have the roster report. We knew Lyon, as announced in the chat by the Sabres fans. Alex Lyon and net, backed up by Luukkonen. Dobich backed up by Fowler. Gallagher, Angstrom, Struble, Beck, Jackeye, the Florian Jackeye, 63, his brother. Reinbacher, Kapanen, and the third goalie, Montembeault, are your scratches for the Habs. Luke Shen, Kesselring, Carrick, Johnson, Dunn, Fiddler, Schultz, Kozak, Mertzka, Logan, Stanley, and Schenner scratched. Pearson, Komarov, Ostlund, Wahlberg, and the third and fourth goalie scratched for Levi and Ellis for Buffalo. Just about set to get underway. All right, here we go. Buffalo in white, left to right. Canadians win the draw in red. They're going right to left. The puck is in the near corner. Thompson trying to dig it out. Habs make a pass over the red line. Somebody fell down, and the Habs, Buffalo has it. Thompson, and it's behind the net. Back to the blue line. Benson, I think, pass to the far circle towards the net. Backhander, a goal. Buffalo up 1-0. Dowling on the goal from Samuelson. And Benson, 32 seconds into the game, first shot on goal. Wow, Dahlin's third. Well, that's a start. Dahlin just went around, who was that? Went right around Slavkovsky, and backhander just kind of went off of, kind of flipped end over end above Dobich. He couldn't get the blocker side, the blocker up. So Dahlin from Samuelson and Benson, and Buffalo's up 1-0. According to DraftKings, the over-under is 6.5. 19:15 in the first period. Sent behind the net into the far corner. Sent out to the red line by Buffalo. Montreal knocks it in. And Byram couldn't get it out. The Habs got a shot, but I think it was blocked. Another one into the far circle. Buffalo behind their own net. That is Doan with the puck. Buffalo, I think, gets a forward line change. Powers sends a pass. It's dumped in by Hellenius. Habs take it out. We've played a minute and a half. And in behind the net to the far circle. Shot from the far circle. Glove save Lyon. He hangs on at 18:22. Oof. Pardon the knuckle cracks there. Yeah, Dahlin just gave that one away right before that last shot, too. It's a pretty good opportunity for the Habs. Far circle draw, Montreal shot and a goal off the draw, 18-20, 1-1. And Bell's center erupts. Jackeye on the goal. Jackeye number 72 from Evans. Well, game on. 1-1, a minute 40 into the game. Right off the draw, Jackeye just sent it glove side high. I don't think Lyon was screened. He just didn't get the glove up. Well, he might have been. I think it tipped the glove. He may have been screened by Greenway. That's the only player between Jackeye and Lyon. Just slipped it. I think Lyon assumed it was going to be wide, and he just tipped it with the glove. 2-1 the shots. Montreal 1-1 the score. Jackeye from Evans. Yeah, what is this game already, huh? We've seen this before. Excuse me. Into the near corner. And Thompson saucers it to neutralize. Batted down with a glove by the Habs. Sent in by Caulfield. Anderson chases. Samuelson got knocked down. Red line. Benson turned it over. For the Canadiens, all 18 players have a point this series. Jackeye must have been the 18th player. Pass to the far circle. Tuck skates it out. Buffalo getting a line change. Doan with him. He sends it behind the net to the far boards. And Byram sent it out. I don't know who he was trying to pass to. And taken behind their own net. They send it to Power. He's having some trouble with Doc. And Buffalo sends it off the near boards and out. Hudson makes a pass, taken away by Buffalo. And Tuck has 0 points this series. Awesome. Skated in by Hudson. He centered it, and Danault ran out of room. Gooley tried to keep it in. He turned it over. Near circle shot was blocked. That was Quinn on the shot. Blue line keeper by Samuelson. He has to send it across to Gooley. No, not Gooley. Sorry, Timmins. Wrong team. Who dumped it in. Now they flipped the shots the other way. They took one away from the Habs. Interesting. Anderson tipped it into the far corner for Montreal. Deneau tries to get there. He sends it behind the net. Texier has it. He centered it. It's in the slot. Anderson's shot blocked. And Buffalo sent it to the neutral ice. Skated up by Hellenius. Shot was wide. And out of the zone. Buffalo dumps it in. Tags up. It's in the near corner. Montreal waits behind their own net. That's Carrier with the puck. Carrier still waiting. Now he passes to the far boards. And it's dumped in. And Dobish comes way out of the net to the near circle. They finally get it out. Dahlin battling with Demidov. He has to pass it to the near circle, or near boards. And out. Buffalo, looks like Krebs centered it. Malenstein's shot, save, held on with the glove by Dobish. Just like the last game. Way to go, Arbor. Arbor Jackeye. I didn't even know that was his first name. All right, we played 5 minutes and 2 seconds. 1-1. Montreal leads the series 3 games to 2, though. All right. Still waiting on this draw. Looks like Norris just won it. Thompson sends it behind the net. Byram sends it back. It's in the near boards, into the near corner. And sent out by Montreal. Buffalo has it in the O-zone again. Centering pass right. Oh my gosh, how did he not score? Did he not get the shot off? And then Thompson sent one. Where's the puck? ABC had no idea. 14:29. Whistle. I don't know if that ended up being a Dobish save or if it went into the netting above the glass because ABC had no clue. I don't know if that was a save. I guess it was. A backhander by Norris was saved. And then Norris got the rebound immediately. That's why I wasn't sure he got the shot off. He was all by himself. Just him against the goalie. Near circle in the Montreal defensive zone. False start. And they kick out McLeod. I think, I can't see who stepped in. Oh, it's Tuck. Montreal passes it to Slavkovsky out of the zone. But that's it. Now dumped in by Montreal. Buffalo will pick it up. Tuck to Dahlin. Sent out over the red line for the Sabres. Up the middle. Shot, save, rebound, far circle. Centering pass, tipped off a stick or a skate. Montreal controls. Up ahead, Slavkovsky near circle. Slavkovsky, let's see, that's Bolduc behind the net. Now Buffalo's got it. And let's see. McLeod waiting for the line change before he heads off. Buffalo has it behind their own net. Now over the red line and a dump in to the far corner. Bolduc gets it and skates it out. Dowling, or no, Power gets it back. Power sends it ahead. Quinn, near circle. Shot was blocked behind the net. Matheson picks it up for the Habs. Matheson to the red line. Pass ahead. And sent out. And Montreal, Hudson takes it behind his own net. Up the middle. Waiting. Now passes. Brought over the red and dumped in by Newhook to the far corner. Malenstein sends it around. And let's see. Demidov passed it, but it got away, and the Sabres send it out. Now, Jacki sent it. I think that's Newhook at the red line. Got away. Now the Sabres have it in their own, well, far circle to near circle, and we got a whistle. Might be a penalty coming here at 12:17. Looks like Tuck. It's either Tuck or Krebs. Roughing on Krebs. It was off camera. They definitely didn't show this. Oh, it was him and Newhook getting into it, and he knocked Newhook's helmet off. So, all right, we at 12:17 to go in the first commercial break, and when they get back, Montreal to the power play, first power play of the game, and we can do the visualizers. Yeah. Figure you got to get at least 4 to win, right? All right, here's Dowling from Samuelson and Benson. Puck gets to Benson. Benson to Samuelson. Samuelson to Dowling. Gets around Slavkovsky and puts a backhander in. Just flipped it end over Dobish. And then Jacki. Evans wins the faceoff, and Jacki rips it in under the bar, or glove side high at least. So here's the faceoff win by Evans. Jacki just ripped it. The only person between him and Lyon was Greenway. So I don't know. It's like Lyon, I think, was expecting it maybe to be wide because he was out a little bit on the crease, and then it may have even tipped the glove before it went in. So. All right. Did they not start? What happened in the NBA? It says, oh, that's Sunday. There is no NBA tonight. All right, never mind. Check MLB. Pardon me, I forgot there was no games. All right, we'll get to this later. What happened in the PWHL? I had that on for a little bit. Oh, no, the Victory won it in overtime, 2-1, so they're up 2-0 in that series. Oh, I was hoping Ottawa would tie it up. All right, well, back from commercial. Power play underway. Slavkovsky, Suzuki, Caulfield, and we'll get you the rest here. Hudson and I think Demidov was the one I was missing. PK is McLeod, Tuck, Timmons, Samuelson. Demidov, far circle, back to the blue line, Hudson. Now Slavkovsky in the near circle. Caulfield to Hudson to the far circle. Demidov and a goal. It's 2-1. Montreal at 11:48 as the Bell Center erupts. Looks like, yeah, Demidov's goal. 2 goals on 2 shots. Near or far circle, just under the bar. Lyon was just a tick late. He almost had it sealed. And thus ends the power play. So Krebs' roughing penalty cashed in on immediately. Demidov from Hudson and Caulfield. 2 goals on 2 shots. Demidov second of the playoffs. Puck tipped into the near boards, and what's this call at 11:30? Hooking on Dano, and Buffalo gets a power play. We've had 3 goals, and we've only played 8.5 minutes. That was hooking. Oof, that wasn't much. Boy, that wasn't much of a hook, I gotta be honest. False start. Thompson kicked from the draw. Doan steps in. Benson, Thompson, Quinn, Doan, Darlene on the power play. Newhook, Evans, Carrier, Matheson on the PK. All right, Buffalo down low. Centering pass sent wide or blocked. Quinn sends it to the blue line for Darlene. His shot tipped into the netting above the glass at 11:08. 1:38 on the Buffalo power play. Excuse me. All right, near circle draw. Thompson versus Evans. Buffalo, or Thompson won the draw. Darlene to the far circle for Thompson. Down low for Doan. Thompson shot. Rebound sent down the length of the ice by Montreal. Lyon plays it to Darlene. 5 of 18 on the power play this series. Is that what it was? 10 power plays goals allowed by Montreal. It was either the most or second most, I think, in the playoffs. Anderson cleared it down the length of the ice with 1 minute to go on the Buffalo power play. All right, Darlene passes to Tuck towards the net. Oh, they couldn't stuff it home, and Montreal cleared it again. But we got a whistle at 10:10. I wonder if somebody ran into Dobish. Darlene's get the penalty, I think. Oh, slashing. All right, unsportsmanlike on Darlene and Dobish for slashing. Yeah, Darlene hit him in the back, and then Dobish slashed him. So no, how is it Buffalo 5-on-3? That's not right. Newhook is gonna serve it for him. So it should still be. Holy crap. Can we not figure this out? It's still Buffalo power play, guys. Why is this so hard? It's not a 5-on-3. All we got is, it's coincidental. All we got is Dano's penalty to finish up. Why is this taking forever? Oh my gosh, these people that do the official scoring are I don't, like, what is the problem? This is not that complicated. One player each team. Somebody's serving for the goalie. Yeah, NHL.com. It is now they got it. Finally, 5-on-4. Face off. Buffalo still has a power play. All right, finally, McLeod will bring it in. We've played the first 10 minutes of the first period. Zucker, and now taken away by Montreal. They got a 2-on-1 the other way. Far circle shot, goal. Are you freaking kidding me? Buffalo, my God. Terrible power play, and you give up a shorty. What is going on? And once again, the Bell Center erupts. I mean, I know it's not Lions' fault, but yeah, I think Luukkonen's coming in. Lions done. Luukkonen in. 3 goals on 3 shots. Not really his fault, but that's where we're at. Evans, his second goal, shorthanded from Matheson. Another 2-on-1. I'm so dumbfounded by odd man rushes shorthanded. It's like, how does that ever happen? That was Evans. Evans hung on to it. He gave a look like he was going to pass it. Just went by Lion blocker side, and the Sabres are in deep trouble here after getting the lead 32 seconds into the game. All right, Luukkonen in the net now. Red line for power. Now Thompson. Shot. Oh, Dobich didn't know where it was, but it was cleared by the Habs. And I think that was icing, because I think they cleared it after it expired at 9:25. Wow is right. Luukkonen 2-2, 4.20 goals against, 8.51 save percentage, no shutouts. 5 goals against on 23 shots in Game 5 loss. Yeah. But they got nothing from Lion tonight. So Luukkonen in relief. And Buffalo needs some good puck luck here soon, or this game's going to be over in a hurry. 88 Chevy Blazer. Nice. That's cool. Hope you're having a good weekend, Connor. Thanks for checking in. Well, I don't know if this was icing. I guess it wasn't icing, because we headed to the under 10 media timeout. I think we need both these goals. Demidov in the far circle. Pass to Hudson, over to Slavkovsky, down low for Caulfield, back to Hudson, and then Demidov ripped it in. Glove side high, just under the bar. That was a power play goal. So Montreal's had an even strength goal, a power play goal, and now a shorty. All right. Puck was along the boards and poked out, and Evans and Anderson were off to the races. Only Byram was back, and Luukkonen got beat just over the blocker, I want to say. It's definitely blocker side. And that's why it is 3-1. Yeah. For the life of me, I just feel like there's no excuse for ever giving up an odd man rush when you're on the power play. It can't happen. So what's the call since we went to the commercial break? Shots are 6-3 Buffalo, but it's 3-1 Canadians on 3 shots. Yeah, Norris, there's a couple people that were just late on the scene. It was Norris and somebody else. All right, Montreal. So I think the icing was the call. Why did they go to commercial break then? You're not supposed to do that. Dumped around the net by Buffalo. I mean, the faceoff made it look like it was icing. Maybe they had a frozen puck before they cleared it? I don't know. Puck is in the near corner. Power trying to dig it out. Sent out by Tuck. At the neutral zone, Montreal dumps it in. And sent out by the Sabres into the far corner. 7 skaters with 5+ points for Montreal. Yep, Avs or Golden Knights Avs is Wednesday. That we know. If Montreal wins, it's Montreal at Carolina on Tuesday. If the Sabres win Game 7 Monday and the winner at Carolina Thursday. Montreal picked up a 4th shot, and Buffalo injured player Krebs at 8:13. We got a whistle. Toronto melts at the same time. Yeah, I gotcha. Yep. 3 shots, 3 goals. Now 4. Did we get a penalty? Wait, who? What numbers? Who? Oh, Matheson, 8. I couldn't hear the name. All right, it's a double minor for high sticking. Buffalo catches a break, and they get a 4-minute power play. Hopefully they score in the first minute 59 and score on the next 2 minutes. 0 for 1 with 1 shot tonight on the Buffalo power play. Matheson, 4 minutes for double minor for high sticking. Doan sends it to the nope, it's sent out by Montreal. 8 minutes remaining in the first period. All right, Byram drops it back. Picked up by Thompson. Pass to the red line. Benson to Quinn. Quinn in the near corner. Sends it around. Thompson to Benson. Doan outside the crease to the point for Byram. I thought they might get a shot in the low slot there. Quinn centers far circle. Thompson, that did not. Must have been blocked. 82 miles per hour on that shot. Pass, taken away in the near circle and cleared by Montreal. Still have 3 minutes on this 4-minute double minor. McLeod right up the middle. Pass to Tuck in the near boards. Tuck to the far circle. It's deflected to Byram. Zucker back to Byram. Byram to Norris. Down low, Tuck to Norris again. Norris shot. Big rebound. And Montreal clears it. They've PK'd the first minute and a half. Power with the puck. McLeod up the middle. Back to Power. Over to Zucker. Back near circle McLeod. Shot tipped wide or saved wide. Zucker adds out to Power at neutral ice. 9 for the shots, Buffalo. Tuck behind the net. To Quinn. Quinn pass. Norris, far circle. Tapper by Zucker is in. But they did PK the first penalty. So the power play is over, but Buffalo is back within a goal. Just when things were looking their darkest, they finally get back into the game. And that'll do it for the rest of the power play. They cash in, so they're 1 for 3. Zucker tipped it. It was a great pass by Norris. Late on the defense was Anderson. Dobson couldn't get in the way either. He let the pass get by him too. Really nothing Dobich could do. Think he sent it blocker side high to the far. So it is Zucker from Norris and Quinn. Under 6 to play in the first. 3-2 Montreal. Passed up the far boards. Tipped ahead to Thompson. Matheson runs into him. And Matheson pokes it out to neutral ice. Dumped in by, I think, Caulfield. Sent out to neutral ice for Buffalo. And up the middle and swept aside into the far corner. Benson trying to get it right up the middle. Montreal behind their own net. And now I think you might need 5 to win this game. Maybe 5, maybe 6. I don't think 4 is going to win it. Dumped into the far corner. Demidov trying to dig it out. Now Texier sends it back to the blue line. I thought that was out of the zone. Hudson sends it in. Demidov near circle. Now back to the blue line. Pass off the near boards. Near circle. Sent to, oh, geez, another. Oh, he didn't score? Wide open. I think Demidov missed. I thought it was 5. I thought it was 4-2. I can't believe he didn't score. Timmins couldn't get it out. Montreal on a long possession. 48 seconds already in the offensive zone, and just as soon as they mention it, it's passed out of the zone. Buffalo scrambling to get a line change. Montreal as well. And they skated in again. Anderson passed. Bolduc the shot. Rebound taken. Hellenius lost it. They send it wide. Behind the net. Rebound tipped wide of the net again. Montreal fans keep thinking they've scored. Far circle shot. Yeah, stop overreact. I got to stop watching the fans. It's just so distracting. Sent out finally by Buffalo. That was Metza. Boy, I forgot about Metza. I don't think he's been active for a while. They gave up on Shen and Stanley, apparently, or Stanley's hurt. Dahlin takes it behind, or no, that's Power behind the net. Power passes ahead. Left winger, that's Malenstein, coughed it up immediately. Hudson sends it behind the net to Dobish. Jacki sends it back to, I think, Hudson. It's tipped to neutral ice. And Montreal sends it ahead. Deneau with the puck, lost it to the neutral ice. Pass to Hudson. He takes it into the blue line. Dumps it in. And Samuelson tries to get it out. He does not. It's tipped ahead, though, to Thompson. Thompson, near circle. And something happened, either offsides or a penalty, or both. Looks like a cross-check and then a dive embellishment. They're sending Norris. All right, so I think it's a penalty on Norris and then Hudson for embellishment. So after this commercial, or this TV timeout, media timeout, we'll come back to 4-on-4. And which goal did we miss? Did we do Evans and Zucker? We'll do Evans again. Yeah, this was that 2-on-1, that breakaway. We did this. He looked like he was going to pass to Anderson. He kept it, and then Lyon got pulled. Then Zucker on the power play from Norris and Quinn. Back to Quinn. Quinn pass, tip to Norris. Norris sends it, and yeah, Anderson sent it blocker side high from the near post to the far post above Dobish's right shoulder. And we'll go through the MLB finals. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to report. We'll get to that. I think we'll just hold that for the intermission. Matheson, a dumb penalty. Yeah. And now Hudson ruined a power play by embellishing. Oh, was tripping and embellishment. As we got Beastie Boys cranking in the Bell Center. Who was the first Sabres goaltender to have a 40-win season? It's not who you would probably think first. So it's not Hasek. And I know it's not Howardchuk either. I don't think he played on that successful of the Sabres team. I can't think of Sabre. So McLeod, Quinn, Samuelson, Dahlin for the Sabres. Suzuki, Caulfield, Dobson, Gooley for the Montreal in this 4-on-4. What is the delay now? What? All right, Hellenius is serving it for Norris. I guess Norris needed some medical attention or stitching. Okay. Dobson after they win the draw. And Dobson sends it to the right wing. They lost it, though. Buffalo has it in their own zone. We are under 2.5 to play in the opening period. A 3-2 score already. Over the red line, into the near circle. Quinn with a shot. Dobish save. And it's out to the neutral ice. How is that not a shot on goal? Are you kidding me, NHL.com? It's gotta be. No, I guess not. They didn't count that. Quinn in the near corner again. Now takes it to the blue line and out of the zone. This is like regular season overtime where it's 3-on-3. Just skating around with the puck. Dahlin passes. And Power takes it in to the near boards. Sends it behind the net for Thompson. Carrier there. Now Tuck and Newhook are there. Carrier sends it. And the Canadiens send it behind the net to the near corner. And let's see. I think Matheson went into the corner. Sabres tipped it away. Evans has it now. 1 minute to play in the first period. And 6 seconds on the 4-on-4. Slavkovsky at the red line. Passes to Gooley. Back to 5-on-5. And Sabres skated in. How is that not offsides? Benson coughed it up. Montreal, a 2-on-2 if they hustle to the near circle, but somebody got back for the Sabres this time. Dobson sends it behind the net into the near boards. Hudson gets it. It's tipped into the far corner. And let's see. Power with the puck. They got 9 seconds to work with, but they're not in a hurry. I think Buffalo's just going to let the period end. They're not going to get a shot off. That's the end of the first period. 3-2. Les Habitants. The Habs lead. It is 11-4 shots. I knew that was a shot on goal. All right. Jays won 2-1 today in extras. Nice. Good for the Jays. Alex Habs. Yep. At least it's been a good game. I mean, above everything else, I just want to see good hockey. I mean, I'm a diehard Green Bay Packer fan. Everything else is a distant second. Kings, but, you know, I've been pulling for the Sabres and the Habs. They've been fun to watch. We have good, viewers, good chats going when both these teams play. At least this didn't happen in the first round. That I am so thankful for. And that Boston and Tampa were eliminated. All right. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up or the like button on the video. We do have 19 likes. Thank you. Whoever hasn't liked that's watching currently, please do hit the like button. Consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel too. Doing one or both does help, with getting the channel recommended to other viewers. And this will help me grow the channel, and I thank you all for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It's the same stream. It is faster, and it is commercial free. Oh, they're saying, if necessary, 6:30 on Monday. I just assumed it would be 7. Okay, they did actually put that in. But it's all free. No subscription, just following. All right, my clock is like a minute ahead of ESPN ABC's. Okay, it is 6:30 Monday, if necessary. I didn't know they had announced that time. All right, let me put that up. Otherwise, we'll do WNBA that night. All right. Oh, I should say if necessary. Okay, so tomorrow, Aces Dream 12:30 and Sky Links 6. So a split afternoon evening doubleheader for WNBA. Monday, if the Sabres win, we'll have Game 7 at 6:30. If not, we'll try to do the WNBA doubleheader at 7 and 9, but these games they've been going over 2 hours, so I'd have to join the second one in progress already. Last year, that usually wasn't a problem, but these games have been taking forever. Tuesday, Atlanta, Miami, Braves, Marlins baseball, 3:10 in the afternoon. Oh, sorry, forgot to put this up. So Aces Dream tomorrow, Sky and Lynx tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Monday, Game 7 if necessary, otherwise WNBA. Tuesday afternoon baseball. It's rare that there's an afternoon game. And then what time, if there is WNBA, is it? So, but if Montreal ends up winning, then the Eastern Finals will start on Tuesday, so it wouldn't be WNBA that day. Yeah, Monday 7 and 9, Tuesday just at 9, just the one game. So that's fine. Wednesday, ooh. Oh, never mind. I only get one game on Wednesday anyways because of USA Sun Storm. That's all I get. Oh, no, I'd rather do Wings Sky. I'll get local TV for the Sky. So Wednesday. Oh, no. Wednesday. Never mind. Wednesday we're doing. I was thinking about Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday would be 7 and 9, so that would be fine. Wednesday for sure there's hockey. Because we'll have Golden Knights Avs that night. Then Thursday for sure there'll be hockey. The Hurricanes await the winner of this series. So let me see if they've got a time for that. All right. So we're good. So no Wednesday. No, they have not put Thursday up yet. Wednesday and Friday, both games in Colorado at 7 o'clock. And then they'll be on Sunday at 7 o'clock in Las Vegas. So every other day, and presumably at 7 Central, but it might, I'm going to have to, I probably am not going to start my stream before 7:10. There's no way these games are starting before 7:10. Oh, Rodgers finally agreed to a deal with the Steelers? That doesn't sound like he's signed it yet. Why would Rodgers go back to Mike McCarthy? And their years were wrong. It said overlapped 16 to 18. They were McCarthy was the coach in 05, his second year. Or no, McCarthy 06. If they said 16 it was wrong. Maybe they did put 06. I didn't think they would ever work together again, especially Rodgers. Yep, so far. Buffalo needs more defense, too. Jeez Louise. I mean, you can't give up an odd man break on the power play and give up a shorthanded goal. Yep. Oh, it's 11. Yeah, no worries. Tage Thompson has 4 points this series. None for Tuck. Yeah, they need more out of both of them. Especially Tuck. All right, so, okay, they didn't do anything to the shots. All right. So 3-2 Montreal, 11-4 the shots Buffalo. Face-offs 10-6 Montreal. Sabres 1 for 3 power play. Montreal 1 for 1. It was very quick too on that goal on the power play. Hits 9-7 for Buffalo. Block shots 5-2 for Buffalo. Giveaways 5-3 Buffalo. Takeaways 1-0 Buffalo. And we'll go through the baseball scores and then I'll take a break. Yeah. Bad defense and great offense. That's my thoughts so far. And yes, whoever said discipline, they both lack discipline. That was way too many penalties. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 on Buffalo, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, technically, a couple of these offset, but yeah, just undisciplined. Mistakes are leading to the scoring opportunities, whether it's turnovers, whether it's dumb penalties, that each team is making the other team pay for mistakes. Let's go, Buffalo. Woo. Hello, Bills Mafia. Yeah, sorry, I'm tired. Didn't sleep great, then being out in the warm weather, I think, made me tired. Watched a movie, didn't get up for a while, and then tried to crack my ankle and my right calf like seized up. Almost like a Charlie horse, like I pulled the muscle. So that's been my day, but no worries. Super thirsty. It is warm in the house too. We might have to put the air on. Haven't had to yet this year. All right, let me take a break and be back. Let's see. Baseball in Cleveland, Guardians won over the Reds 7-4. In Tampa, Marlins 10-5 over the Rays in 10. In Pittsburgh, Phillies 6-0 over the Pirates. In DC, the Nationals 13, Orioles 3. In Denver, Colorado, Rockies 4, Diamondbacks 2. In St. Louis, Cardinals 4, Royals 2. The battle for Missouri. In Detroit, Blue Jays winning 10, 2-1. Giants, A's later. Used to be the battle for the Bay. And the battle for Los Angeles, Dodgers and Angels also later. About a half hour for those two. And we've got a bunch in progress. Sox killing the Cubs 8-1, top of 7. Who won it yesterday? I forgot. Oh, the Cubs beat the Sox 10-5. In Minneapolis, Minnesota, Brewers 2, Twins 1, top 8. Again, in Chicago, top 7. In Houston, Rangers on the road. Astros are leading 4-1, top of 8. In Atlanta, two former Boston teams. Red Sox 3, Braves 2. Braves moved to Milwaukee and then to Atlanta after being the Boston Braves. Why does their picture look so bad? Are they showing an old clip or something? Must be. I don't know what they're doing. Looks so weird. Washed out. Okay, now they're back live. All right. In New York, Mets 5, Yankees 2. Bottom 5. In Seattle, Padres 7, Mariners 2. Top 7. All right, I think we'll leave these up then. Yay, Yin Yang, thank you for being here. You're welcome. All right, I'm going to take a break. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your support. Chat's been great, as always, but I do appreciate it. I know you got a lot of choices. The fact that anybody's here for any amount of time means a lot to me. Very much. Very grateful. Thank you all. All right, let's cue up some music, though, so I can get some water. All right. All right, I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, we are back. Let's clear the screen, lose the music. Let's go back to hockey. Oh, they did add a shot for Buffalo. So, I'm sorry, Montreal. It's 11 out, 11-5. Oh boy. All right. Again, if you missed the beginning, 1-0 Buffalo, then 3 straight goals by Montreal. 5-on-5, a power play, and a shorty, all on 3 shots, and they lifted Lyon. So Luukkonen is in net for Buffalo. As we get set for the second period. All right, underway. Buffalo in white, right to left. Canadians in red, left to right. They dump it into the far corner. And Anderson, well, they got it out to the neutral zone. Buffalo has it. Norris centers it. Thompson couldn't get it to settle down. And Montreal dumped it in. Second straight game with 5 combined goals in the first, I think it said. Towards the net, through the crease. Benson to the far circle now. Benson to Norris to Byram in the near side. Into the near circle. That is Benson. Leaves it for McLeod. Benson faked a shot. Pass to the far circle. At the point, Byram rebound, tapped in, and Buffalo's tied it. Dobish didn't see it go to his right, and an easy tap-in goal for Benson. 1 minute in to the second period, and we're all square. Benson, it says unassisted, but I think Byram's got to be an assister. His shot may have even been tipped. Oh, it went through Dobish's legs. And then Benson sent it in. That's why he looked to his left and it was to his right. And Benson just barely cleared the near post and sent it into the far side net. And Buffalo has tied it up after they trailed 3-1 at one point. They were down 3-1, 10-14 into the first. And apparently they added another shot for Buffalo as well. They have it in the O-zone towards the net. Nice save by Dobish. Shut the door with the right skate or right pad. And Byram again was the one. Like Byram and Benson have been all over the place, creating the scoring chances for the Sabres. Shot from the far circles wide. Rebound blocked. That was power on the rebound. Slav couldn't get it out. Buffalo has it in the far boards. Zone time, 45 seconds for Buffalo. And now finally, well, Montreal has it behind their own net. Buffalo has it neutralized. Far circle. Centering pass wide. They were trying to hit, I think, Timmins in the slot. I think that was Hellenius that sent it. Evans in the near circle for the Habs. Sends it to the near corner. Oops, my clock is slow. And a glove save and a frozen puck there by Lyon at 17-24. Yeah, so it was Byram towards the net, and then a nice pad save there by Dobish. He sealed the skate on the left post. Okay, we've seen this replay like 3 times. It wasn't a goal. I don't know why we need to see that 3 times. False start on the draw, as always. Now finally the puck is down. Demidov trying to dig it out near boards, and it's in the near corner now. Sent around by Evans. He got dropped in the near corner. Rebound to the slot behind Luukkonen, and somebody, on the defense for the Sabres cleared it out of the crease. Montreal keeps it in, though. Jack-eye to Demidov. Cross-ice pass. Sent off the boards. Evans gets the rebound far circle. Tried to get it, but it ends up going to Demidov in the far corner. 42 seconds in zone time for the Montreal, and it's sent out by Buffalo. Red line chased back into their own zone. Jack-eye to the far side. And Jack-eye gets it back. Jack-eye is out there with Gooley now. Buffalo takes it away. Thompson to the far circle. Shot. Dobich hangs on to it. And we have a whistle at 16-17. 16-7 on the shots. I was going to say Buffalo just got one there. Dang it. Oh, yeah. As we get a look at Lyon with the baseball cap on, sitting on the bench. Yeah, neither of these teams can play defense. I know. What can either of these teams do against Carolina? I'm worried for both of them. I'm hoping for one of them to win, but if Carolina goes, then I'm rooting for Carolina against the West. Okay, they finally added that last shot for Buffalo. 22 goals allowed in the last 5 games, most in a 5-game playoff span since 1991 for Buffalo. Wow. All right, face off in the far circle. Montreal finally takes the puck. Skated out. Near circle, Anderson dumps it around behind the net. Buffalo pass to Power. Power sends it out. Near boards, they dump it in. Norris behind the net. Thompson went for a hit and missed and fell down. Thompson tips it to the blue line, and he has to take it to the red line. And now pass off the near boards, they dump it in. But was Benson offside, though? And he gets into it. Wait, whoa. What was that whistle for? That was not icing. What's this call? Of course, they go to a side-by-side commercial. What was this whistle for? Oh, jeez Louise. ABC. I don't know. I don't know what that whistle was for. Certainly wasn't icing on Buffalo, though. I'm thinking it was an offsides, but we're still staring at Alex Lyon staring on the ice. He hasn't blinked yet. Apparently, that was whistled icing on Buffalo. I don't know how. There's no way. All right, Montreal wins the draw. Slavkovsky, it's sent out by Buffalo. And, well, Dobich came way out of the net to the near circle, plays it to the far corner. Montreal, Deneau sends it off the far boards to Caulfield. He tips it ahead, but Buffalo sends it out to Tuck. Tuck passes to the near boards. McLeod back to Tuck. Backhander saved. Rebound into the near corner. Wow. Into the slot. Knocked away from Doan. Buffalo still has it. Dahlin sends it behind the Montreal goal. Behind the Montreal net. And sent out by the Habs. But, okay, that's not icing. So taken behind the net by Buffalo. Shots are 18-7 Buffalo. Far circle. Towards the net. Dobich another save. At the slot. That's sent wide into the near boards. Popped up into the air behind the net. Buffalo to the blue line. Power switches sides, leaves it at the point. Samuelson with the shot. That was wide. Rebound blocked. Behind the net, Quinn battling. Zucker as well. Looks like Demidov finally got to it and sent it out. Power takes it behind his own net to the far circle. And Power still has the puck in his own zone. Behind the Montreal net. Now Montreal has the puck. 13:45 to go in the second period. Taken away by Buffalo at the neutral ice. Benson sends it behind the net. Norris gets there first, gets knocked down. And back to the blue line at the point. Shot from the far circle. Saved by Dobish. And sent out by Montreal. Neutral zone. Buffalo, let's see, Byram. Now sent in by Montreal. Luukkonen plays it behind the net. Sent ahead by Buffalo to Benson. He gets knocked down. Evans picks up the puck for Montreal. Skates it in. Pass to Anderson. Backhander saved by Luukkonen. And a penalty, I think, at 12:52. Who is this on? Probably Buffalo. Too many men on the ice on Buffalo. All right, who's serving it? I'll just put Hellenius in. I'll fix it if I can figure out. So, Buffalo gets the equalizer. We head to the under 14 media timeout, and Montreal back on the power play when they get back from commercials. All right, I don't think we did the Benson goal, so let's do that. All right, Benson has the puck. Far circle to Byram. Byram shot, or Thompson tipped it. And then off the rebound. Yeah, Thompson tipped it off the rebound. Actually, it went through Dobish's, legs, 5-hole. So we'll do it again. McLeod to Benson. Benson passes to Byram. Byram shoots it, tipped by Thompson, and went through Dobish's legs, and then Benson tucked it into the wide open net. That's why it's 3-3. Let's go Buffalo. Woo. Yep, 3-3. Heck of a game. Can't complain. White Sox 8, Cubs 1, top 8. Brewers 2, Twins 1, heading to the bottom of the ninth in Minneapolis. Astros 4, Rangers 1, top of ninth in Houston. Mets are home hosting the Yankees. Mets up 5-2, bottom of the sixth. 2 outs, 2 strikes, nobody on. Mariners are in Seattle. Mariners losing to the Padres 7-2, top 8. 2 outs, 1 on. Oh, I think we had a final, didn't we? Yes, Red Sox 3, Braves 2 in Atlanta. I don't think we had that one before. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nobody even close to the bench either. That was just a bad, too many men on the ice. Buffalo clears it immediately, though. 12:45 to go, second period. Still don't know who served the penalty. I just guessed and put Hellenius. Suzuki to Demidov. Tipped to the far circle to Slavkovsky. Caulfield at the side of the net. Caulfield far circle, sent it high or wide. Kept in by Demidov to Slavkovsky. Suzuki behind the net. Hudson at the point. Demidov down low to Slav. Oh, missed from the far circle. Missed. That was Caulfield. Tipped out of the zone. 12 minutes to play in the second. Still a minute here on the Montreal power play. Demidov got it tipped away, but not out. Hudson keeps it in for Montreal. Caulfield to Suzuki. Caulfield from the far circle. Hudson shot. Rebound sent wide. Into the near boards. 44 seconds on the power play. Slavkovsky off the side of the net. Takes it to the far corner. Passes to the blue line for Hudson. Hudson switches sides. Hudson to the point. It was tipped out by, I think, McLeod. And Montreal had to tag up. Slavkovsky falls down, loses the puck. Buffalo with a, well, I was going to say 2-on-2, but it's 2-on-3 now. And Tuck just skates around to waste time. He gives it to Power. Power returns it. Buffalo would have been offside. Bolduc has it. Doc has it. Now the power play just about up. Doc dumped it in. And back to 5-on-5 with 10:50 to go in the second period. Dobson has it knocked away, but he gets it to Bolduc. Now far side, a shot blocked. Tuck's stick shattered on that shot when he blocked it. He's trying to pin it against the glass or boards with his skate. He really should be skating to the bench to get a stick. Sent ahead. Benson can't get there in time. I think Tuck just headed off. And a shot by Doc, steered aside by Luukkonen, and sent out to the neutral ice. Why does ESPN take their shots down? I don't understand. Shot by Quinn from the near side on a nice pass, but denied by Dobish. We got a delayed penalty on Montreal, and there it is. Whistle at 9:50. Buffalo heading to the power play. Carrier for interference. Buffalo to the power play. And, oh, this is probably the under 10 media timeout. 3-3 your score. We've just played halfway through regulation. We've played 30 minutes and 10 seconds. We got 29 minutes and 50 seconds left. Braves and Yankees, rest in peace. Yankees losing. Yeah, Braves lost by 1. Yeah, but the Braves are still 31-15. Yankees are still 28-17. Diaz or Perry, I don't. For what? If you're talking baseball, I have no idea. You can ask the chat though. Yeah, but Montreal got a shorty. And eventually Buffalo finally got a power play goal. It was on that 4-minute that they finally got one. Yeah, I watch maybe 1 or 2 baseball games a week. That's it. Don't cheer for anybody. More or less just cheering for underdogs against favorites in the select games I do. All right, back from commercial break. Looks like it's Benson, Thompson, Doan, Quinn, and Darlene on power play unit 1. PK Evans, Newhook, Matheson, Gooley. All right, near circle in the Montreal defensive zone. Looks like it's Thompson. And a false start. Wow, jeez Louise. Yeah, 1 for 3. I think they said 5 shots for Buffalo. Face off. Knocked to the blue line for Darlene. Thompson shot wide. Rebound cleared but not out of the zone by Montreal. Thompson. Near circle Doan. Thompson takes it to the point. Doan in the near circle. Back to Thompson. To the far circle, Darlene. Now Doan near circle. Down low for Quinn. Quinn takes it to the near circle. Now Quinn passes to Thompson. He switched spots. Quinn towards the far circle. Down low for Darlene. Darlene to Quinn. Quinn shot and a goal! Or it was tipped in at 9:06. And Buffalo leads for the first time since 1-0, 32 seconds into the game. Both teams have scored 3 straight goals at one point. 79 miles per hour. They're going to say Quinn. And, oh, it just went over the pad and under the glove of Dobish. Glove side. Wow. What a rocket laser beam shot there. Straight, yeah. I think it may have hit the post and gone in. Hard to tell. I don't know. Quinn from Darlene and Thompson. And back underway. It's into the far corner. First career playoff goal for Quinn. He had 20 in the regular season. That was his career high. Sent out. So Buffalo capitalizes on the power play. They did give up a shorty, but they do lead 4-3 now. It's just this sea of red, and then you got 2 yellow neon hoodies behind the goal and on the left side. It's so strange. Neon yellow. We got a whistle. We might have another penalty here at 8:26, or stick, high stick. You know, played the puck. All right, must have just been a puck played with a high stick, because I don't know what else this whistle would have been for. Now they start zeroing in on Fowler for Montreal. They kept Dobish in for 3 goals in the last game, and it paid off. But yeah, this last one, it was just a little bit high and under the glove. A little slow to get there. Puck is tipped into the netting above the glass. 8:18 to go, second period. No, I don't watch UFC at all. No. If that's what you're talking about, yeah, I have no idea. Never, ever in my life have I watched it. Yeah, they did. Yeah, good call, Kieran. Yeah, exactly. What a game. Dang it. There we go. What a shot. Yeah, mistake on the penalty. Did they ever really show... Oh, was it too many men on the ice? No, that was Buffalo. Did they show this penalty? Oh, interference on Zucker. Okay, shot, and Dobish hangs on to that one. Whistle at 8:02. All right, shots are 24-11 now. Long way to go. 4. I don't know if 5's going to win this one. You might need 6. The way this game's going, I don't know. I think we're already past the over-under of, what did they say? DraftKings had 6.5, I think. They usually, it's almost always 5.5 or 6.5. We're way over now, or at least 6.5, just over. Far circle draw. Buffalo in the far corner. Tuck takes it. Passes to Darlene. Taken away by Bolduc and sent out to neutralize. Doc can't get there, though, and the Sabres play it off the near boards. Skated in by Doan. Shot saved by Dobish. Rebound sent to the neutralize by Bolduc. 25-11 Buffalo on the shots. 4-3 Buffalo the score. Doan in the far corner. Back to the blue line. Tried to return it to Doan. Tipped away. Behind the net. Now Doan. No, that's Tuck trying to get to it. Carrier sends it ahead. Montreal dumps it in. Byram just hit whoever that was on the dump in. Going to Zucker, passes, far circle shot, and a goal by Hellenius, I think. It's 5-3 Buffalo, and they may want to go to Fowler. I mean, this one wasn't Dobish's fault, but you got to send a message to this team to wake the heck up, because I don't know. I guess Montreal was sitting back on their 3-1 lead, and now they're staring up at a 2-goal deficit, 5-3. Great pass by Zucker. He drew Jackeye to him, and he found Hellenius, who sent one just above Dobish's glove from the far circle. Dobish just didn't have enough time to go post to post. Still, apparently, Dobish in net. And we're underway while they showed Martin St. Louis and another player for Buffalo. I see the clock ticking. It's like, ABC, what are we doing? Second goal of the playoffs, second straight game with a goal for Hellenius, Consta Hellenius. Zucker and Dahlin. What a play by Zucker, though. Not taking anything away from what Hellenius did on the finish, but Zucker set the table on that one. Oh, a nice poke check by the Habs at neutral ice. They get it into Evans, but he can't do anything with it. And Buffalo gets it to the neutral ice. Didn't see who got that poke check. Matheson hits Thompson. The Canadiens got it out. Sabres. Well, Montreal dumps it in. Sabres in their near corner. Sabres send it, but nobody's there in the slot. It's in the far corner. Montreal in the near corner. Evans sends it around 5-3. I don't think 5 is going to win this game, if I'm perfectly honest. It may, but kind of doubt it. There's so much time to go. Dump in by Slavkovsky to the far side. Sent behind the net for Montreal. Taken away by Buffalo. Sent to the blue line. Red line for McLeod, I think. Centering pass. He couldn't get it to Samuelson. Knocked away by Montreal. To the far corner. And sent out. Pass missed. Slavkovsky. He's trying to get to it in the near corner. Looked like a hold by Slavkovsky. Shot by Caulfield. And Luukkonen hangs on at 5:22. That should be the under 6 media timeout. Hellenius gives them a 2-goal cushion, them being Buffalo. All right. I think we had the Quinn goal, right? We'll do the Quinn goal one more time. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, off the draw. Quinn to the far circle. Dahlin back to Quinn, and he rips it just over the pad and under the glove. And then Hellenius on a breakaway with Zucker. So Dahlin sends it around. Zucker gets it at the neutral ice. Gets around Gooley. Only Jackeye is back. And Hellenius rips it. And Dobish just couldn't go left to right. Whoops. Sorry, I know I'm way behind on the chat. I'll try to catch up here. Jeesh. Well, I don't know why it says Army. I see it's Jeesh. I don't know what this little thing is ahead of it. It's so weird. Let's go, Mike says. Switch goals already, Habs. Peter LeMay. Montreal needs to stay out of the box. Yep. Yep. No, heck no. I hate the Steelers. No. I hate the Steelers. If I'm going to root for an AFC team, it's Buffalo, probably Houston, or Buffalo, Houston, or Jacksonville. Titans are terrible. No, I can't stand the Steelers. ESPN's is good. Yeah, well, compared to TNT, yeah. But they make a ton of mistakes. They weren't showing the draw. Yep. Well, that's good. That's good. I know it's hard when they've got the white unis or the white circles, though. You can't really see them. All right, sorry. I'll have to catch up on the chat later. I can't stand the Steelers. I almost always root against the Steelers. As a kid, I think my sister, that was her second team, and I think I rooted for them, but they were bad when I was watching. But I haven't rooted for the Steelers for probably 30 years since they were playing Dallas in the Super Bowl, probably. All right, sent in by Montreal behind the net into the near boards. Sent out. All right, Buffalo at the neutral ice knocks it back to their defensive zone. Sends it up the middle. But Montreal takes it away, sends it off the near boards, tipped to Caulfield. Nope, that's Anderson who got hit by Samuelson. And then Dahlin got hit by Deneau. Buffalo couldn't get it out. Behind the net for Anderson. And another whistle. We have another penalty, I think, on Buffalo. It's Tuck. Hooking. Silly plays. Montreal sitting, not playing hard. Buffalo playing on attack. Yep. Not executing on their passes and get the puck out of their own end. Don't let up Sabres. Don't think they're required to show. Oh, I disagree. Dribbling in basketball, I don't know. Face-offs are an important part of the game. I can't see how that's a possibility. If that's the case, that's insane. Whoever made that rule. ESPN's only better than TNT, and that's not much of a shot. That was by Caulfield. It was a blocker save by Luukkonen. Caulfield in the far circle. Suzuki to Caulfield. Hudson missed. Slavkovsky in the near circle. Demidov gets it to Slav. Demidov to Suzuki. Down low for Slavkovsky. Hudson to Suzuki. Hudson shot. Save Luukkonen. Rebound sent to the far boards. Suzuki. Pass taken away and cleared down the length of the ice. Excuse me. I think on net. Shots 27-14 now. Near circle, Demidov tipped. And Slavkovsky back to the far side for Hudson. Blocked to the neutral's ice by Sabres. One player changed. Montreal gets a few changes. Hudson to Texier over to Bolduc. Bolduc's shot high into the near boards, and Hudson near circle. Hudson shot wide, rebound behind the net. Sent to Doc, though, now in the far circle. 12 seconds on the Montreal power play. Texier to Dobson. Texier, far circle, tipped into the near corner. And Buffalo sends it out to neutral ice. On a breakaway, out of the box, towards the net. Shot, glove save by Dobish. A beauty. kind of ran out of real estate. Just got to the crease too quick and kind of had no room to operate. But good save nonetheless by Dobish. We get a whistle at 1:46. Not sure what this whistle's for. Tried to go glove save. He was showing forehand the whole time. He was looking like he was going blocker side. Last second, drew it on a string to the right side. And at any rate, I don't know what they were trying to say about illegal substitution. Like, how is that not... If the puck hits somebody, how is that not too many men on the ice then? I don't understand that. All right, that was the 28th shot on goal for Buffalo on that breakaway out of the box for Tuck. But he got stoned there by Dobish. Back to the blue line for the Habs. Pass to the far circle, shot too high. Tipped into the netting, actually. Above the glass at 113. Oh, Ryan Miller. Dang it. I wish I had thought of that. I just couldn't think of another goalie for Buffalo besides the two active tonight and the Dominator, Hasek. Oh, Hasek only had 37. Okay, got it. I just thought he wasn't the first, but thanks. Habs need to take more shots on net. They are power play, too much passing puck. Oh, when they are on the power play, yeah. Yep. Hey, Fish, what's up? Thank you. And Fighting Whales, thank you. I know you guys aren't huge hockey fans. I do appreciate you supporting the channel. Buffalo, shot tipped. And... pass to the slot. Another shot blocked. Under a minute to play in the second. Montreal sends it behind the Buffalo net near boards. And sent out. Not icing, though, on Buffalo. Carrier behind his own net. 35 seconds to play in the second. This might be icing on Montreal, though, at 33.2. Oh, good luck with your knee replacement. I hope you get just some relief and a full and speedy recovery. Yeah, good luck. Sorry to hear that. Hey, Uncommon Truth Shaman, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. Thanks for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. 33.2. Center ice draw, so it was not ruled icing on Montreal. This time it is, though, at 28 seconds. Oh, boy. It's hot, and I think I had too much salt today. Super thirsty. Face off. Montreal skates it out. Dumps it in off the near boards. Demidov in the near corner. Sends it behind the net. Buffalo has it with 15 seconds to the neutral ice. Timmins dumps it in. No, that was McLeod. 71, not 21. Tried to center it for Tuck. It goes back. Far circle. Shot blocked. 2 seconds. 1 second. And that's it. That's the end of 2 periods. 40 minutes down. 20 minutes to go. Buffalo erupts for 3 goals in the second. And they lead 5-3. I think I did the Quinn goal, but not the Hellenius goal from Zucker and Dahlin. Let's do that right now. Behind the net. Oh, yeah, we did this. Up ahead to Zucker. Zucker went around Gooley. Jack-Eye the only one back. And Jack-Eye kind of had to respect Zucker. And Dobish didn't have enough time to go post to post. And it was tapped in. Nice shot by Hellenius, not just tapped in, slapper or snapshot. One-timer. All right, they just added a shot on goal for Montreal. So we'll fix that. Okay, 5-3 the score, Buffalo. 28-15 the shots, Buffalo. Faceoffs 20-15, Buffalo. Buffalo power play is 2 for 4. Montreal power play 1 for 3. Yeah, and Buffalo only has the extra because the Montreal had a 4-minute minor, and they scored on the second of the 2 minutes. Hits, pretty even. Montreal 17, Buffalo 16. Block shots 13-7, Buffalo. Giveaways 9-5, Buffalo. Wow, the Sabres arena looks packed. And takeaways 3-2, Buffalo. Whoops. 1 like to 30. Hey, we got there. Thanks, Connor. 31 now. Thank you. Buffalo goals. Darlene's third. Got it started. 32 seconds in. Zucker drew them back within 3-2 before the end of the first period. I mean, it was with 6 minutes and 4 seconds on the power play. And then we had Benson, Quinn, and Hellenius. Benson's fifth, Quinn's first on the power play, and Hellenius is second. So 2 goals, but they all Buffalo's power play, but they gave up a shorty too, which made it 3-1 at the time. Yeah, hey Chance, how's it going? What's up? Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, high-scoring game. And is 6 going to be enough? I don't know if 5 is going to win this game. Thanks, everybody, for the likes. Yeah, it's shocking. I'm a little surprised they've. Do you think they're going to put Fowler in for the third? I'm wondering. I suppose St. Louis is thinking he doesn't want to shake his confidence for Game 7, but you know darn well if it does go 7, they're going to start Dobish. But I don't know. Do you go to Fowler? I don't know. Let's go Buffalo. Woo! Never mind. Oh, Connor, I am shocked. I meant, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Shocked. It is shocking, no doubt. Don't think. Nope, I did not. 1 second. So, Montreal scored 3 straight after trailing 1-0. Buffalo has scored 4 straight, currently unanswered too. Oh, geez, Louise. Just because I muted it, you don't need to freak out, YouTube Live Control Panel. Jeez, Louise. All right. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please do me a favor. Hit the like button on the video. Consider also hitting the subscribe button to the channel. Doing one or both will help to get the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel And thank you all for your support. It is free. And if you have a Twitch account already, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It is the same live stream, but it is faster and commercial free. So those are the advantages of them as of the moment. Okay, yeah, I'm almost a minute ahead of the ESPN clock. All right. So no hockey, obviously. Oh, we got to go back. What's today's date? Oh, the 16th. Excuse me. No hockey Sunday. Monday, if necessary. If Montreal comes back and wins, game 1 of the Eastern Finals will be Tuesday. That is sorry, Tuesday, May 19th would be game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. If Sabres win tonight, then Monday's game 7 is necessary. And game 1 would be the winner of this series at Carolina on Thursday. So for sure, we're going to have hockey either Monday, Wednesday, or we'll have hockey Tuesday, Wednesday. And on whichever night we don't do hockey Monday, Tuesday, we'll do WNBA. I think Tuesday I would only get one game, though, at 9 o'clock. Because of USA Network and not having that. And for whatever reason, the USA Network games are not on Peacock for some reason. The only way I get games that appear on USA or even the NBA TV network or channel is if it's the Sky and I get the local coverage. So it's kind of to be determined by tonight's outcome, the Monday, Tuesday schedule. But again, Wednesday night's Avalanche, and then Thursday, either game 1 or game 2 in Carolina. And time, I think, still to be determined, So Wednesday, Thursday, we'll have hockey. Game 1 on Wednesday, either game 1 or game 2 on Thursday. Yeah, so, all right. Yeah, Wednesday, and they're every other day then. It'll just rotate east, west, Eastern Conference, Western Conference after that. All right. And for some reason, the WNBA is off tonight. I have no idea why. They were off Monday after the first 3 days of the season, too. I think I looked ahead, though, and I don't think they have as many off days coming up. Peter, what's up? All right, let me catch up on the chat. Avs, Habs would be an insane final. Yeah, that's what I think. No matter who comes out of the East, I think they have a fighting chance against the Avs. I mean, the Avs. I kind of think Carolina might have the best shot at taking down the Avs, though, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I'm just telling you, from my experience, the regional sports networks do a better job. ESPN is only better because by comparison to TNT, because TNT is horrific at covering hockey, the worst. But ESPN would be the worst if not for. I think the Canadian networks do a better job. But that said, I think all the regional sports. I think even the worst regional sports network does a way better job than these national broadcasts. I mean, Sean McDonough, fine, but, and I like Darren Pang and I like Eddie Olczyk on TNT, and I have no problem with, is it Kenny Albert? But it's just it's the directors and their shot selection. It's the camera operators and them not being able to find the puck. And that's the only reason TNT is way worse than ESPN. And ESPN is very hit or miss. Slab, Suzuki, and Caulfield got to wake up. Yeah. They have, just Caulfield has an assist amongst those three. A second assist. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about commentators. National commentators, I think most of the time are, not, at least the color guys are going to do a better job than the regional sports network guys. But, in the play-by-play, yeah, you're going to have your exceptions that are better. But I'm strictly talking about camera operators finding the puck, and I'm talking about the director making poor choices on what camera to use. That's all I'm talking about. Yeah, Wes McCauley. Yeah. Buffalo pulls their goalie. 3-3, then Buffalo out. Yeah. Well, yeah. Buffalo pulled their goalie when it was 3-1. Yeah. Right. Then 3-3, now 4-5. Well, again, Montreal scored 3 straight goals, and Buffalo's in the middle of scoring 4 straight goals. Duck dinner. Had my Peking duck dinner tonight with the wife tonight. Awesome. Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. It depends on what happens tonight. If they just showed the Montreal victory overtime goal. I missed it. If the Habs come back and win this, the East starts Tuesday. If the Sabres win tonight, the East will start Thursday. I agree. I think Carolina has the best of the 3 teams left in the East to beat the Avs. If somehow, I think the Knights will be the underdogs the rest of the playoffs if they somehow get an upset. TNT rant, yes. Nah, I disagree. Their directors are terrible. You can throw money at any problem. That doesn't mean the product's better. If you're talking about commentary and announcers, I get it. But I don't listen to it. I call my own game. I'm strictly talking about the camera finding the puck and the director saying take 2 or take 3. They're terrible at it. They don't know. They're very disrespectful to the game. I've watched hockey pretty much every night this season, unless there's been off days, unless I was on vacation, or unless there was an off day in the Olympics. So I gotta disagree. Again, I have bones to pick with their coverage too. They're not that great at it either. But they don't really have regional sports networks. They're pretty much all national. Sam Rosen as a Devils fan. Guy was announcer. Yeah, Albert does Rangers. Yeah, I have no problem with Albert. I don't know. I watched 2 CFL broadcasts last year, so I wouldn't know. Chance says hello to Peter. It seems like it, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too many regional guys outside of the old LA commentators, and I still like Jim Fox. He's their color. He's still there. New guy's fine. All right, I got to take a break. I'll be back. All right, we are back. Hydrated. Looks like there's probably some baseball score finals to report. Padres 7, Mariners 4 in Seattle. I guess that was it. No, Astros 4, Rangers 1, Brewers 2, Twins 1. I think, and Sox 8, Cubs 3. We already had Red Sox 3, Braves 2, I think. I think that was the only new ones. Or were some of these in progress too? I don't know. Still in progress in New York. That game's on Fox. And then the 2 late ones. All right. Just about set. Underway. In the third. Sabres in white, left to right. They dump it into the far corner. They lead 5-3. Game 6. But Montreal leads the series 3-2. And taken and sent out up ahead into the near boards. Into the near corner. Canadians trying to dig it out of the near corner. To the far corner, to the blue line. Pass to the near side for Montreal. They're in red going right to left. Carrier sends it through to the far corner. Matheson with it. And finally Buffalo will saucer it to the neutral ice. Skated up near side. Hudson near circle. Shot saved by Luukkonen. Rebound into the far circle. Can't see who that is. Behind the Buffalo net. Demidov falls down. He gets back up. They send it out. Oh, man. Somebody, I think Caulfield missed it. Hudson got back in time. Just barely. And Montreal dumps it in to the near corner. Byram behind his own net. That pass is sent out. Montreal in their own zone sends it ahead off the boards to Newhook, who dumps it in. Let's see. Over the red line for Buffalo into the O-zone. Somebody fell down and knocked their teammate down, and it's sent off the boards for Montreal. Excuse me. Bolduc dumps it in. Timmins hits him. Bolduc passes. He gets it back near circle, sent it behind the net. Looks like Suzuki. He lost the puck, but he got it back, sent it to the blue line, and now it's out, knocked out by Buffalo. Buffalo quickly trying to get a line change. Bolduc skates it in to the near boards, and it's behind the Buffalo net again. One shot on goal here by Montreal in third period. 17:15 to go. Buffalo the other way. Far circle towards the net. Centered it in the slot, but nobody was there. Montreal the other way. Anderson with a nice move behind the net. Anderson back to the blue line. Pass to Hudson. Hudson shot blocked by the Sabres out of the zone. And sent out. I think that was Benson on the block. Now Montreal gathers it up and they dump it in again. Texier chases. Samuelson sends it for Buffalo. And finally Tuck skates it to the red line and into the O-zone. Pass to the near side. Sent wide on the return pass. Metza, I think, was trying to get it to McLeod. Montreal cleared it. No icing, though. Buffalo next to their net. Right up the middle now. Pass to the near boards. Quinn dumps it in. Montreal sends it to the far side. A dump in. Chased into the near corner. Gooley sends it behind the net to Demidov to the far corner. Montreal keeps it in, sends it behind the net. Demidov gets hit by Samuelson. Quinn picks it up. No, I'm sorry. Byram sends it out. Not Quinn. And that is icing on Buffalo at 15:43. Yeah, but I don't need fancy fighting whales. That's what I'm saying. Stay on the main broadcast camera. Occasionally cut to the corner cams. You can just cover hockey with 3 cameras. It drives me crazy. We don't need all this fancy stuff. It doesn't work for hockey. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The director has too many toys to play with. More doesn't necessarily mean better. Less is more in some cases. Less cameras means a better hockey. I can't argue about this anymore. It's distracting from the play-by-play. Hudson brings it in. Shot wide. Just missed the far post. Rebound to Suzuki. Hudson shot blocked. Sent out of the zone by Buffalo. And near corner. Pass. Slavkovsky loses the puck to Quinn. Montreal recovers in the neutral zone. And dumped in. Thompson, again, agree to disagree. I would solely rate TNT the worst and ESPN only slightly better. Bolduc into the near boards, and Buffalo saucers it to the neutral ice. Couple whiffs by the defenseman. Tuck has it in the far circle. Who was that from Montreal? And Demidov got the puck tipped to him. He gets it to Bolduc. Bolduc dumps it in from the red line. To the neutral zone, and Doc has it. Doc passes to Hudson. Dump in from the red line into the far corner. All right, far circle sent out to the red line and pass to the far side, return to Hudson. Montreal plays it to the neutral zone, taken away by Metza. Metza to the far circle. That was a shot by, man, I can't see the number. Montreal going the other way. So finally Buffalo got a shot on goal, at least according to ESPN, not on NHL.com yet. Buffalo got it out to the neutral zone. Montreal already has the puck. Both teams get at least one player changed. Montreal 2, I think. Metza dug it out of the near corner and sent it to neutral ice. At the red line. Taken away, Benson the other way for Buffalo. Pass to Thompson. Offside. Late whistle at 13:01. 29-16 are the shots. So what, 1 each this period? And we head to the under 14 media timeout. All right. I'm not going to argue about this fish or whales. Sorry, whales. Yes. Yep. Correct. Oh, yeah. During the break. Hells no. No, I don't care about the Steelers. I'm so done with Rodgers. I've been so happy since he's been gone that we don't have to deal with this. I can't stand the Steelers. I never rooted for the Steelers after Tomlin did that little, he's leaning on the field, makes the Baltimore returner have to avoid him and get tackled. Should have been called a touchdown. And then he suddenly, I was checking the board, and then a guy that was still on the competition committee until he was done coaching, I think. Here we go, Sabres. Apparently, hard to argue with it. You're not going to convince me. I hate ESPN's coverage. I hate TNT's coverage. I don't know how much more clearer I can be on it. They're terrible at covering hockey. The way they cover hockey is very disrespectful to the sport. It's unprecedented, terrible coverage that you could not get away with covering football, baseball, or the NBA. That's all I'm gonna say. It's so bad. No, you're fine. I didn't mean to get so hot and bothered about it either. I can relax. You're fine, Wales. I'm just saying you're not gonna convince me. So I think TNT especially does a horrific job, and ESPN is only marginally better. Back underway. Buffalo has it, and they have it at the blue line. Tuck dumps it in. McLeod behind the net. Centered. Went away. Tuck's shot was too high. Taken behind the net. Centered again. Another. That must have hit the post. Ref was waving it off. Pass to the near side and into the near corner. Back to, let's see, Hudson with a shot. That is blocked, taken out, and dumped in by the red line. If you want a network that cares and does a good job covering sports, CBS is much better at everything they do compared to other networks. They do a good job on... whoops, that is not what I meant to do. They do a good job on basketball. They do a good job, I think whatever the sport they do. Yep. McLeod hit the crossbar. So Buffalo still only up 5-3. 12:03 to go. False start on the draw. Are you kidding me? Hasn't been as bad as Game 5. Game 5 was really bad. All right, now it's 12:03. Did NHL.com? Yeah, they must have fallen behind or something. There's the face-off win by Buffalo. Dahlin's shot, I don't think got through. We have 11:55 to play. Dump into the far corner. And Zucker sends it in again. Behind the net, into the near boards. Dobson got it for Montreal. They skated out, passed to the near boards, tipped in. And Buffalo has it in their own zone. They send it up the far boards. And Quinn got knocked down. Matheson has the puck. Pass up the far boards. And let's see. Find the puck, ESPN. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They were focused on the neutral zone. The puck had already been sent in for an icing. The camera operator simply couldn't find the puck, and the director failed to cut to a camera to find the puck. Yeah, no, I was done with Rogers. I was ready for him to be gone after 2021. They didn't want to... Whoops, I didn't stop my clock. They didn't want to have the fallout from getting rid of the two-time reigning MVP. 2022 was a wasted season. So I was done with him once that whole I was immunized crap came out, and he got COVID and missed a game. Nearly caught, and that was in 2021. Taken away by the Sabres, then the neutralized shot, and a penalty coming up for a slash on the Canadiens at 10:48. Breakaway. Benson's had a phenomenal game. Yeah, slashing, but I missed. Oh, it's Anderson. I don't know what the forum. Yeah, where is this? I don't know. Maybe my DVR is having trouble. I'm not sure where that slash came from, honestly. 2 for 4, 7 shots on the power play for Buffalo, but they did give up a shorty. So there's that to think about. Down low to Benson. Pass tipped away. Montreal passes. They take it over the red line. Into the near circle. Newhook lost it in the far circle. Doan the other way. Doan passes to Benson. This is one where I give ESPN props. They key the names of the person who has the puck on the power play. TNT doesn't even bother. Quinn to Thompson. Back to Quinn. Far circle. Thompson to Quinn. Tough angle. Shot! It's in! Some way, somehow. At 10:02. And the Sabres take a 6-3 lead on a power play goal. Wow. I don't know if it was tipped or if that tough angle shot went in. I guess it's Quinn. Quinn unassisted as of now. From the bottom of the far face-off circle, just beat Dobish, blocker's side, under the crossbar before the near post. It fluttered and just kind of took flight. And I think Fowler is heading in, which I'm sure Dobish will start Game 7, as it looks like there will be a Game 7. But time for Jacob Fowler to make his first ever career postseason appearance. I don't know. Or is this enough time to get an audition for Monday night? We shall see. We shall see. False start on the center ice draw. And there we go, finally. I might need to change to the Rockford ABC station. The Chicago one seems to be breaking up a little bit for me. Quinn's second goal tonight. First 2 playoff goals of career, too. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. He's had 2 of the previous 3 goals for Buffalo, too. Goal number 4 and 6. Tuck centers it, taken by Suzuki, but back to the blue line and out. Let's see. On net to Luukkonen. And Power has the puck. Excuse me. 33-16. To the far corner. Behind the net. And finally, Buffalo in the far corner. Pass to Metza in the near side. To the blue line. Shot was wide. And sent up. Defenseman this postseason. 10 goals and 32 points. Both are most in the NHL for the Buffalo defenseman on offense. Icing is the call on Montreal. 8:43 to go. Finally got my YouTube straight now. Oh, cool, Ricky. Cool. Buffalo. Well, yeah, I'm talking about graphics. I'm talking about camera. I'm not talking about announcers. Slashing on Anderson. Yep. Well, thanks, Peter, for being, what is it, Switzerland in this discussion. All right. Gooley pass to Matheson. Matheson to the red line. He dumps it in. Thompson. Where did that go? We got a whistle at 8:27. 6-3. Yep. Power play again. Yeah, I hear you. It's kind of odd that they're going back to that. It's very odd. I don't know why you would wait around for him to make his decision again. All right, apparently we've hit the under 10 media timeout. 6-3 Buffalo, so let's quickly get the Jack Quinn goal. Thompson to Quinn. Quinn right back to Thompson. Thompson to Quinn. And then that unbelievable missile he sent on a slapper. Dahlin, the other assist. Thompson, 10 assists. Dahlin, 9. Quinn, second goal of the playoffs. Second tonight. 2 out of the last 3 Buffalo goals. And he just added a shot again. 34-16. Yes, what a blast. Good goal, Buffalo. Remember, hit yep, thank you, Ricky. Yep. I don't know why it says that. It says Pure Adrenaline Sports sent me. But when I click on it, yeah, thanks, Charlie. I appreciate it. I assume the Mets beat the Yankees is what happened. Yep, Mets 6, Yankees 3. Thank you, Pure Adrenaline Sports. Good people over there. If you enjoy baseball, Pure Adrenaline Sports, especially for the Mets, but he does do other games. Let's see. He's a Flyers fan too, so he did do Flyers as well. Yep, we're at 39. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Sorry I'm so far behind on the chat. We're back underway now. 8:24 to play in the third. Hudson sends it. They dump it in. Montreal, that is. Behind the Buffalo net. Neither goalie that started is in the net currently. Both have been pulled. Early pull for Lyon. Late pull for Dobish. Dobish gave up all 6. And for that matter, Lyon gave up 3 goals on 3 shots. That's where we sit. It was 1-0 Buffalo, 3 straight by Montreal, 5 straight by Buffalo. Hudson sent one. It got deflected behind the net and into the far circle. Pass to the neutral ice. And Montreal in their own zone sends it ahead. Luukkonen decides to freeze it at the side of the net, 7:27. Oh, one in the third period. Yeah, for Montreal. I gotcha. It's looking that way. Yep, Mets beat the Yankees 6-3. Thank you. Yeah, Pure Adrenaline Sports. Hello. How you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. Bills Hitman Mafia. Woo. Pure Adrenaline Sports and the Pure Adrenaline Sports Junkies. Good people. Good crowd. Hey, we have an empty net now. They've pulled Jacob Fowler with 7:14 to go. Montreal passes to the near circle for Suzuki. Back to Hudson. Suzuki shoots. Rebound given up by Luukkonen into the near corner. Power couldn't get to it. Shot tipped up into the air outside the crease into the near corner. Back to Hudson at the blue line. He passes. Now it's sent. They missed Suzuki. Slavkovsky sends it. Suzuki shot, but that was blocked. Demidov back to the now blue line for Dobson. That shot somehow got through, may have been tipped, and sent out to the neutral ice. Buffalo trying to get a line change. Montreal, Slavkovsky passes, far circle, miss. Slavkovsky got it, passed. Another shot, Demidov, glove save, I think Luukkonen, and he hangs on. 6:18 to play. Montreal just picked up 3 shots on that last sequence. Somebody broke their stick, too. Oh, that was a great shot by Demidov. If not for a good glove save, that was a top shelf goal. Nice save by Luukkonen. 6:18 to play in the third. Face-off. Matheson to Texier behind the net. Montreal centered it. Shot was saved by Luukkonen. And Buffalo sent it to the neutral ice. Matheson back into the near circle. Passes to Bolduc. Bolduc carries the red, dumps it in near corner. And a hit of Timmins. Montreal. Oh, what happened? Buffalo got an empty net. I think that might have been an own goal, though. Was that actually shot by Buffalo? I thought it was a bad pass. They're giving it to Thompson. So maybe I need to get my eyes checked. Wait, where did it go? Yeah, Thompson, his 5th of the playoffs. Unassisted. 7-3. Holy cow, NHL.com. 5 forwards and 2 defensemen is not a legal formation. All right, I don't remember if I rang the buzzer. We'll do it once. Pardon me. That was just so shocking. I thought it was a bad pass, but apparently Thompson sent it down the length of the ice. That was a long, long shot. Neutral ice, and Montreal dumps it in. So it looks like we're having hockey on Monday. Monday and Wednesday. And then every day after that, 1 game a night. Shot by Tuck behind the net. And Montreal gets the rebound. Danault carries the red, dumps it in. Far circle. And sent behind the net into the near boards. Sent behind the net for Montreal. Power there for Buffalo. Metza passed it. They can't get it out, but it was tipped into the crowd. 5 minutes remain in the third. So it was Thompson unassisted on an NHL.com doesn't have it as an empty net goal yet for some reason. But 7-3 the score. 6 straight now, dating back to the first period by Buffalo. Still need Tuck to do something, though. Tuck has been the invisible man for Buffalo right now. All right, last media timeout. Sabres versus the Hurricanes. Well, they got to win at home on Monday first, right? Exactly. Yep. How many goals is it going to take Monday? I mean, I guess 4 would have done it tonight. Yep. Hey, welcome. Thanks for watching and chatting from Korea. Hello. Go Buffalo. I hear you. Normally I'd have a Buffalo hoodie on, but it's too hot for hoodies now. We'll see. I don't know. That would be a huge upset if the Knights make it. I just want the East team to win above anything else. I'm hoping for Buffalo first, Montreal second, Carolina third. I just don't want the West to win it with who's left. Buffalo plays better in Montreal. Yeah. Perfect shot. Yeah, it's crazy. Wish they would show a replay. Buffalo, yeah. Thanks, Ricky. Appreciate it. Held them down on goals. They clogged up the shooting lines. Glad to see Buffalo force Game 7. Yeah. Was not looking good about 10 minutes and 14 seconds into the game. Zucker got one about 3.5 minutes later to make it 3-2, and then it was a little more, relief there. All right, whistle at 4:53 as we're back underway. Yeah, sorry for getting way behind on the chat. All right. Back underway. Dobson with the shot. Saved by Luukkonen into the near boards. At least I thought it should be their 21st shot. Pass into the far corner by Montreal. Buffalo by their own bench. Still kept in. Newhook lost it though. And Tuck dumps it in from the red line. Buffalo getting a line change. Excuse me. Well, they still didn't credit Montreal with their 21st shot. Not sure why. Luukkonen sends it to the far corner. Zucker tipped it to Hellenius. Hellenius carries it up the near boards. Dumps it in from the red line. Oh, I forgot to see if they had the Tuck visualizer. Sent out to neutral ice. And a pass. Dumped in by Montreal. All right. Behind their own net, Buffalo, we got under 3:45 to play. Buffalo still waiting, probably on a line change. And now finally they get it to the blue line. Red line dump in. Montreal behind their own net. Can't see. Sent to Veleno. I haven't seen much of Veleno tonight. He was pretty good earlier in the series. 3:17, we got a whistle. I did not see what this was for. Last road win race facing elimination May 16th, 2007, 19 years ago today. They beat the Senators in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Final. Oh, okay, they avoided a sweep. 19 years ago today. Buffalo beat the Senators, I guess, on the road in Ottawa. All right, carried in by the Sabres. Malenstein lost it. Montreal the other way. Anderson loses it. Timmins passes to his defensive partner. That's, Byram. Up ahead, left wing, far circle, shot wide behind the net into the near boards. Now they finally added that dang shot for Montreal. Oh, and tempers finally flare between Jackeye and Greenway at 2:44. ESPN barely showed any of it. They were too busy showing the puck, actually, and they missed the shenanigans going on. Now they took that shot away. Are you kidding me? Official scores. Jackeye's heading to the locker room. Jackeye ran over Malenstein. How was that not a penalty? He was in the process of tipping the puck, but that looked like a Jackeye cross-check. So Greenway. So I think they did call Jackeye interference on Malenstein. I would have said cross-check. They called it interference. At 2:44, meaning a Buffalo power play. And I don't know. I'm assuming Jackeye got maybe a misconduct as well because he's gone. 3 for 5 on the power play, 9 shots, and they gave up a shorty. Now we had Norris and Matheson stick fighting, and it's erupted again. We've got like 4 separate skirmishes going. Only one player for Buffalo not involved at 2:40. And it's getting ugly in the Bell Center in Montreal now. Let's see what they call. They're saying Matheson's going. Still not broken up. Guys, we got to not risk getting a 1-game suspension for the next game, fellas. Let's take it easy. Hey, thanks. Yeah, we got 41. Thanks, Ricky. Appreciate it. Agreed, Kieran. Benson's headed off. There's still 2:40 to go. Wait, Benson or Darlene? I don't know. NHL.com has... Why do they have Demidov? Did he have to serve it for somebody? He must have. Looks like a slash on Norris. That's one. He slashed Evans. Yeah, Jacky apparently got a misconduct. This is a mess. Well, Montreal will still have a chance in Game 7. They just have to go on the road to Buffalo. Evans is being taken out of the box, so he must have gotten a misconduct as well. Or no. Yeah, he's heading to the locker room. Let's see if they have any of these. At 17-20, all they have is Evans and Norris so far up. Yeah, but they were up 3-1. That was shocking. But Buffalo had to like their chances when it was 3-2 before the end of 1. All right, I guess it all evened out, and it's just Buffalo, minute 56 left on the power play. I have no idea. They didn't announce anything. Sabres are 8 for 23 on the power play this series. They were 1 for their previous 46. I think they went 1 for the month of April. Darlene to Metza, down low for McLeod. Metza shot. And a goal. Metza goal. It's 8-3 on the power play. Kind of thought Fowler had made the save, but then I saw the ref point. 2:11 to go. 8-3. Thus ends the Sabre power play. Metza from the near circle. Think it either went 5-hole or under his arm. Nope. Oh my gosh, it hit him in the hit him in the crotch and then went in. Oh man. Talk about adding injury to insult. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. First career playoff goal in his postseason debut for Metza. And isn't Metza a defenseman too? We got a whistle. 2:08. I thought, no, maybe Metza's a forward. No, he is a defenseman. Another goal and another point by the Buffalo. Yeah, 11 goals and 34 points by the Buffalo defenseman this postseason, most in the NHL. All right, well, we will see you for Monday night hockey then. For Game 7 in Buffalo. Can't wait. No hockey on Sunday. No hockey on Tuesday. But once we hit Wednesday, it's hockey every night. Just every other east, then west, or west, then east, then west, then east, and rotating. After the draw, we're finally down to 2 minutes to go. 36-20 the shots. So they took one away. Or they didn't add a shot when he scored a goal, which I don't know how that's possible. Metza from McLeod and Darlene. So 3 goals in the third, 3 goals in the second, 2 goals in the first for the Sabres. All right, into the near corner. It's knocked to the far circle, shot by Montreal. Luukkonen glove save and held on. So I imagine it's going to be Luukkonen versus Dobish Monday night. I can't see them going with Fowler in his first career postseason start. Because he's given up. He gave up 2. Well, no. The other one was an empty net. That was the first one given up by Fowler. Sent to the near boards for Buffalo. Hellenius sends it to the neutral ice. They simply dump it in. Dobson sends it behind the net to Gooley. Gooley to the blue line. Not out yet. Gooley passes to the far side. Gets it right back. 1 minute remaining in what had been a good game through 2 periods or so is suddenly a blowout. 56 seconds to go. 55.8. Yeah, 21 shots on goal ain't going to get the job done. I don't understand, Chance. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any doubt that Dobish is going to start. Just something to think about. I can't imagine them going to Fowler for his first ever start in the postseason. That's just too much pressure. All right, sent to the far circle. Now Metza gets it back. Game 7 if necessary, they're still saying. Monday, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, 5:30 Mountain, 4:30 Pacific in the North American time zones. All right, behind the net for Fowler. Montreal going to just let the clock tick out. All right, the series is a best of 1. 3-3 the series. We have a game 5 on Monday. We had 54 votes in the poll. 56% were correct that the Sabres would prevail and force a Monday Game 7. Only the second Game 7 of these playoffs. One in the first round by Montreal. That won over the Lightning. And now a second one in the second round. 36-21 were your shots. Thompson's empty netter. It was in the near corner. Timmons got it, but it went to Doc. Then, yeah, Thompson just slid it down the length of the ice, basically. It was a great shot. I thought Montreal had honestly passed it to the blue line. And then Metza on the power play. Metza to Dahlin. Dahlin back to Metza. Metza to McLeod. McLeod to Metza. And then there's the shot. 5-hole and off the you-know-what and into the net for Metza from McLeod and Dahlin. Past the only goal Fowler gave up. Empty netter and Dobish gave up the first 6. And Lyon gave up 3 goals on 3 shots, and Luukkonen came in and finished off. He played almost 50 minutes. He played what resulted in 49 minutes and 46 seconds, I assume. All righty. So 8-3 the final. Like and subscribe before you head on out. Helps grow the channel. We got 44 likes. Thank you so much. We can take off the if necessary now. 6:30. So no WNBA on Monday, and I think WNBA at 9 on Tuesday. I'll get the teams. WNBA at 9, Tuesday. And then that might be it for WNBA until weekends, because there's going to be hockey every night, 7 o'clock, I assume. Maybe Yeah, I don't. They got the West at 7. I can't imagine the East being later than 7. Would they go 6? I have no idea. Or 6:30 maybe. All right, your 3 stars. Darlene, a goal and 4 assists, a 5-point night. Wow. Quinn, 2 goals and an assist, 3-point night. And Thompson, a goal and 3 assists, 4-point night. Wow. Montreal has gone on the road and played well. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be anybody's game on Monday. Barbecue chicken tonight on grill is delicious. Well, that sounds good, Jack. Enjoy. Or I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. I want Buffalo to win, but I won't be heartbroken if Montreal wins. I want whoever wins Game 7 on Monday to go all the way. And if short of that, I want the Hurricanes to win. Hey, Resurrection Records. Hello. So happy. Thank the hockey gods. Let's go Buffalo. Didn't look good when it was 3-1. I was beginning to think, oh boy. Yeah, I hear you. Habs fans, are you okay? Yes, they'll be fine. I don't know who you're talking about. Yeah, it didn't look good when it was 3-1. La Sabres victory, bonjour habitants is what this says, and now hello. It says hello habitants. Hello, yeah. It's not bonjour. I don't know why the le is throwing it off. It changed it to the oui. No, 21 is not enough. Oh, they changed it. We'll change it. 22 shots. There you go. We. Yeah, ho ho we or ho ho yes. I don't know why when I highlighted it it's different. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't listen to the commentators. I just know I don't like that idiot the guy in TNT. That guy's a clown. I would never listen to anything that clown has to say. Bissonnette. All right. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you'll join me in the next one. Ace's Dream, 12:30 Central. If not, Monday night, we're back with hockey. Monday and Wednesday night. And then forever after that, we'll just rotate between the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. Western Conference Game 1, then Eastern Conference Game 1. Tuesday, we'll mix in some baseball and WNBA. Thursday, I don't know if I'm going to do baseball. I guess I could. It's Pirates Cardinals or Cardinals Pirates. So I'm going to get crushed by Dr. Delay anyways because he does Pirates. Oh, Martin Biran, the former goalie. That's cool. Yeah, do they do local first and second round? And then it's an exclusive, I think. I hear you. Yeah, happy for Hockey Monday. Yep. Yeah, well, they have Razor too on Buffalo. He's the Rob Ray, the Razor Ray, on as well. Yeah, I didn't mind Buffalo's commentators. Their camera and director weren't always the best, though. All right, I think that's where we're gonna leave it. Thank you all for watching. Thanks if you subscribed. Thanks if you liked. Have a great Saturday night. Have a great weekend. Hope to see you tomorrow for basketball. If not, we'll see you Monday night for hockey. Until then, take care. Sinbin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the best. Good night and bye-bye.